Oh boy, we're about to start talking about one of the most controversial subjects in all of roofing, which is door knocking. Oh man, I've got roasted on some Facebook groups for talking bad about door knocking. Well, in this video, we're just going to talk about specifically what door knocking is, how you can use it for your business, and then I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of door knocking. Now, I want to start off by saying I am not someone who just talks crap about door knocking. As you graduate as a company, I feel like there's a point in time when door knocking is appropriate and a time that you should probably graduate away from that. But let's talk about door knocking. So door knocking is the old sales rep. It's back when like Kirby Vacuum was around. That's where you go out to a neighborhood and you canvass. So let's pretend that your town is hit by a massive hailstorm and you're wanting to get leads. So what you would do is you would drive your truck out to a neighborhood or your car, whatever you're selling in, and you're going to knock on doors to tell people, hey, you got hail on your roof. Do you want an inspection? And if they say yes, you go up there and you look at all of the hail marks and stuff like that, and you see the hail hits are bad enough to where they need a new roof. You help them with the insurance process and sell them a new roof. Nothing wrong with that. We did that. I'll talk about that again towards the end. But that's what door knocking is, and basically in a nutshell is it's you going out, knocking on doors, trying to sell jobs for your company and selling new roofs. Most of the time, door knocking is associated with doing storm work, whether it be windstorm work from a tornado or straight line wind, or one of the more popular ways over the last 5 to 10 years has been through hail. Most insurance companies have policies where if your roof is damaged by wind or hail that you'll get a new roof. So a lot of roofing contractors have kind of taken advantage of that over the last few years and started companies where they only do storm work or insurance work. So that's kind of door knocking in a nutshell. Okay, so one of the things about door knocking is it's very cheap. All it really takes is your time to do it. There's a few different programs you can use like HailTrace, and I don't know, there's a few other ones that you can look at, but you can basically Google HailTrace and it'll show you all the other ones there are. But it's a great way to be able to make money fast. And like I said, I'm gonna get into what we did when we first started. I've door knocked, I think everyone who started a roofing company, unless you come from, you're taking over maybe your dad's roofing company, or you lucked into a really good situation. Most of us has went out there and door knocked before. And so door knocking typically is going to be associated with residential roofing. Now you can also door knock a different way. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later when we talk about getting insurance agents and how to start working with insurance agents and we'll say real estate agents too. We'll throw them in there, and kind of doing door swings for property management companies. We're going to talk about that in one of the later chapters, so I don't want to necessarily confuse door knocking. We're going to call the other one like door swings, just so there's a difference. So door knocking is residential roofing where you're trying to sell a roof to an actual person right away, and then we'll talk about door swinging a little bit later where you're actually trying to sell to a real estate agent, to an insurance agent, or a property management company. So door knocking can be done by a canvassing crew. There's opportunities to hire people who do this for a living where they go out and they canvass neighborhoods for you. So they'll go out and do all the door knocking for you, and you can just do the work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I have never hired a canvassing company, but some people have, especially during a storm market. You can outsource that work, and again, we'll talk about outsourcing later. So you can outsource your canvassing or your door knocking. A lot of times you just do it yourself. Now, I'll tell you again, as we're talking about low overhead, starting your business. Guys, if you start your business and you do not have any leads coming in, and you know there's storms that's happening in your area, and you know there's hail, there is nothing wrong with you as the owner going out and beating the pavement and knocking on doors yourself. I feel like it's a rite of passage for some people. I don't recommend doing it for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I don't think you should do that. But if you don't come from, maybe if you have a strong background in roofing and you've never done sales, or you've done sales in the past, but you never had a door knock, and you don't have any leads coming in, and you don't have any digital marketing coming in, just go out and door knock. There's nothing wrong with it, and you'll see real quick whether you want to do it or not long term. Some companies are 100% door knocking. They do that for years. There's canvassers, there's salespeople, then there's fulfillment or project managers, the way they set up their company. It's kind of however you want to set up your business, but in my personal opinion, kind of as you graduate towards your business, you need to quit door knocking if you ever want to get some time off and, again, enjoy that free time that we talk about. So door knocking, whether you do it yourself or with hiring people, is something that can do to get leads right away, and it's free. Again, all it takes is your time. Okay, now most door knocking is only going to be able to get you residential storm leads. Now you're not going to be able, most people, you can walk up to their house and you can door knock for retail. So storm work is when the insurance is going to pay for it. Retail is when the homeowner is going to pay for it. You can do retail door knocking. If you see somebody out there with this missing shingles or their roof's really old, you can go knock on their door and try to sell them a roof. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, they may have not thought of it. How often are you going to close those deals? I don't know. We haven't really done that much, but I know that there are people that do it. So again, when it comes to door knocking, I'm not going to tell you not to do it, and we're not going to make this video 20 minutes talking about it. Most of you know what door knocking is. The biggest thing at the end of the day is, do you believe in door knocking or you don't? Some people are, I mean, I've given great points on why I don't think it's a great use of your time for either an owner or his employees to be door knocking. But there's people who oppose me and who had great success and made a lot more money than I have. So door knocking is going to be a personal decision for you and how you want to run your business. And again, you can outsource that. You can hire people to do it. If that's the way you want to run your business, that's fine. But again, as you graduate and you start doing bigger jobs, understand that door knocking is going to take time away from you doing other parts of your business and time away from you being able to run your company and travel or spend time with your family or whatever. And it's going to suck up just a lot of energy that you have. So that's my 2 cents on door knocking.